Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and as usual, as I have been for the past few videos, you find me at a goods yard. Specifically, this one is the marshalling yard that I built three videos ago, I think I detailed it 2 videos ago, and no, correction, 2 videos ago I built goods yard. 3 videos ago I detailed this, 4 videos ago, there we go, that is when I built this. So, in the last video, I managed to prove that, at least at a small scale, running goods to a marshalling yard and then to goods yards does work. So I have a large train, I say large, currently I think it's only about 300 meters, or 300 yards or so just under 300 meters, because of the limitations of the coal platform, or the platform that the train is going to be picking up coal from near Berwick-upon-Tweed, being the limitations of that platform is not very long, whereas this is extremely long. So that is picking up coal from Berwick-upon-Tweed, or near Berwick-upon-Tweed, bringing it over here to just past West Mersey, between West Mersey and Ely, and then from here there is a train which is actually on its way in that transports the coal from this yard over to Ely, and then in Ely that coal gets converted to fuel by the gasworks, which then goes ahead and has trucks that will distribute it around the city. Now, in reality, what should an actual marshalling yard be like? Well, there should be empty carriages waiting to be picked up, or empty wagons waiting to be picked up, to be taken back, and then wagons being full wagons waiting to be picked up to be taken to specific goods yards. But of course, with the limitations of Transports Fever 2, that does not happen. Hence why I have some of these static displays. Here comes that freight train. Nevertheless, it appears to be working and doing the job as roughly as it is supposed to. In today's video, I'm going to be trying to expand upon this by attempting to create another goods yard in Macclesfield and then get freight running to that. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I have a few ideas which I'm going to try to implement in the next half an hour, 45 minutes, and see what happens. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started and let's see if this does work the way I want it to work. And if it does, I think it is going to bode well for the rest of the goods network that I have planned. Okay, so I'm recording this directly after the last episode, and I do have the 2 options. I've noticed that a lot of the industry appears to be on this side. So really, I do think I would want my industrial yard or my goods yard here. However, because of this, I'm not sure what the best course of action is going to be. I have an idea, and the idea is to make a little tunnel under this to then come out over on this side. So that is what I'm thinking. So if I go ahead and select track, I want to see if I could do, not that. Okay. Just press shift and it proves that that might not work. Oh, that could work. This is going to be tight, but I think it could work. The only downside is that it is going to require me... It's going to require me demolishing this section, which is not ideal. Let's bring this right the way down and see what happens. Can I tunnel it instead? No, it does not even want to tunnel that. What if I told it that I want to stay flat? Is there anywhere where this tunnel would work? If it stays flat, that definitely isn't going to do. Oh, hang on. Hang on a moment. Almost. But then there is no way for me to get back up onto the embankment, so perhaps that is a no-go. Okay. I'm just trying to think what the best option would be. I could put the goods yard on this side. I know I initially said this side. Let's have a look at where the cargo is. That isn't cargo. Oh. Right. Cargo is everywhere. Maybe this is the best option. Okay, check 1. Can I get across this way? Yes. Yes, I can. So that is a possibility, so I can get in and out of the station. I'm thinking it might be wise for me to use the express service line just to get out of here and then move back over. Since the express service is only coming in once every 15 minutes, I might as well make use of that line. So the first thing I'll need to do is set up the goods station. So it's one of these as a cargo. There it is. And I'm using it as, let me see, 250 meters I think was what I did the last one at. That appears to be a decent length. Digs in just a touch, but this isn't anything too severe. Yes, nothing too severe really. I can add some radius, add a little radius to it. Yes. Just so that it matches. I say matches, it isn't really going to match too well, but just a little bit. That isn't too bad. And then I think I would like 2, what's this, tunnels, bridges. I'm not going to touch those. 3 platforms for drop-off. Yes, I think that is a fairly good number. Do I want it there or do I want to push it a little further up? If I push it a little further up. Okay. I have another idea. Sort of is working. If I push it a little further up and then place it about there. In fact, no. Place it about... What is it colliding with? Oh, that. Whoops. Let's place it about there, just so that I can have a good look. How much room? No. Okay. What I need is I need this to be a lot closer. Placing it about here is probably the best option. Much, much closer. Now, clearly we can see that that is uphill. but that is not a problem. Alright, wasn't expecting to see that many trains there that quickly. And then next up, I need to check how this would work. So the plan here is that I'm making this with the knowledge that when I update my Transport Fever 2, now the update might already be out, but when I update my Transport Fever 2, I will have Y junctions available. So I'm not going to join up. I'm not going to join this particular platform. I'm not going to join it up just yet. But I'm going to... So, first thing I need to do is... Let's peel that like that. And then see what this one looks like. Like that. Okay. 3 platforms, 3 trains could be running in here any one time. It is just a small, it says small, it's just a goods yard. Nothing too fancy about it overall. I'm not going to be doing any special bits and bobs to it. Should I, however, just put another small track here, or potentially, I'm just thinking. Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. I think... Uh-oh. I think I've made a mess. What speed was this track supposed to be? 80? 80. Connects this up. Okay, we are back. Really needs to be an "Are you sure" option for this. What did I say I was going to do? Oh yes. Let's have a straight line, 25 miles per hour. Just up to the back of these houses. There we go. Okay. Then I can have this connection, which is perfectly all right. We'll have another one there, and then I know that these ones can peel in. Hold on. Let's do this one first. And then should I have that one exits from there, or should I have a second one? I think that is probably a little more realistic. Possibly. That is probably the slightly more realistic one. Then I'm going to do this. Just because I think that this little bit, yes, Y junction, this little bit of detailing does work reasonably well with all of these. I could temporarily connect that up like so, but then that would mean then the way I have to do this is I have to connect this up from here and then across in a manner that it does not want to do. Okay. But it does suddenly if I do that. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, I'm going to leave that as it is. That is a good station. Yes, that is a good station. Or goods yard, should I say. I can decorate it with some buildings, should I need to do so. Let's go back and have a look at Ely's one. Just a couple of buildings, really. Nothing too major. Few wagons. Probably need a similar thing here. Maybe just for now, just going to put a couple of these in. There we are. That can probably connect as a straight line to that, and then I'll connect it like that, and we can always have just a few wagons sitting there. Is that curving slightly? It is. Why? That is a little bizarre. How very strange. How very, very strange. Okay. Well, that was odd. So I can put a few wagons there. Excuse me. Few buildings, few wagons, and that is it. That will be the cargo. That is the yard. Funnily enough, it is larger than the passenger station, which I've just realised is potentially going to need an increase in size. Oh no. Hold on. Hang on a minute. 160 meters. This is... I still have space. I still have space for trains. Potentially that means that I am limiting my stopping service to 160 meters. It should be okay. Should be okay in theory. Right. Buildings and option to show that this actually can pick up cargo. So how am I going to do this? Terminal function, both sides. Let's do that. So I'm assuming this allows me to have... Potentially, this is going to allow me to have the roads further away, right? Yes, that is exactly what this allows me to do. Now, that's lovely. But then, what does that give me? Does that really give me the ability to have buildings or anything? Not really. So I'll bring that back in. Was it 3 meters? 3.5. 3.5. Yeah, let's just bring that back into there. Wait, why are you not keen on this? Oh, because you're curving it, of course. So if I do that, and then what I actually need to do is I need to keep this flat. But I'm not going to run it all the way to the end, just like the other one, because at that point I can put some buildings or something. So if I go to assets, find some buildings, What are these? All right. I didn't... Lovely. No, I do not want those. Yeah, that is not... That is far from logical. So I'm just going to... first off, immediately do that. And let's just finish this off. In fact, I'll delete those later. Assets. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Let me think. Some buildings. It's not the worst looking. No. No, no, no. I need something that is going to give me platform. No. Something that is going to look as though... So a water tower and all of that is all well and good. Just a general building, yes. Normally these bode well. Automatic, what do we get? Let's do a long building at ground height, made of dark brick, no, made of red brick, no, made of mixed brick, made of stone, no, made of mixed brick, with should we go with it? Yeah, a gable roof. They always look nice. They look railway-like, do they not? With some fire buckets and a lamp. There we are. Let's pop that in as one build. In fact, why not add a couple of them? There we go. That looks like something. Yes, that looks like something. Now, some cranes. Cranes want to be on. I do not want the cranes on. How do I get them off that and on the How did I do it last time? I know I managed it. There we go. Yes, cranes are always... Just give it a bit of a look. Is it there or there? I think it's there. Okay. So now we have some cranes. Anything else that needs to be in here? Let's see. I could probably put the signal box somewhere around here. So this signal box would control all the signals in some area. Or should I put it opposite the station, as I've been doing for a while? Say for a while. Recently. Not for a while. I think I should put the signal box just here. So it gives them view of all those signals there and the switches. And also it means they have control over this one. So it'd be all this entire block. Yes. So this signal box controls that block. This signal box controls from here. Perhaps we could say all the way through Carnforth. No, then we'll have one at Bracknell that does Bracknell and Carnforth. Maybe. We do that. So I'll pop the signal box in just here. Just to give it a little bit of detail. And of course, there is going to have to be a way for them to get across so they can walk the rails. Next, let's go ahead and figure this one out a little. So I could say I'll run this roughly parallel to these tracks. Do that. Yes, do that. Okay. And then... oh, hey, look. It just does... we just have... a connection just here. There we are. And if we really want to, we could do a second one just there. I said I wanted the gasworks. Now, I think the gasworks will always be near the goods yard. At least at this juncture. So, if I can find the gasworks, which is that one, I could break that and stick the gasworks in. Now, the only problem I have here is that the road is already given for me on the gasworks, which is a little annoying. But I think I might be able to pull this off. So, if I put the gasworks in by right-clicking, right-click, and then try to delete that road, does the gasworks still function? Hopefully it does. Next thing I need is some sort of goods pickup point. That's the wrong one. There we go. Some sort of goods pickup point. Maybe just a standard truck station. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these would be more suitable. I do not think they would be. It says too much. I mean, it does work. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this with an entrance there and an exit there, with a terminal of 60 meters, so it takes up quite a significant amount, with a connection of 10 meters so that I can tuck it in a little, with 3 terminals. That just basically would take up this entire section, which isn't terrible. Yes, so that takes up all of this. Just see what... it's a bit of a downhill bit, but overall, this could work. Let's put some terminals, actual terminals in. Narrow ones or standard size? Let's do standard size ones with a fence for a border. Yes, just a fence for a border with some gravel on the floor with higher cargo capacity, and no, those modern lights will not work. And I'm not sure what food path connections are supposed to be, but I'll switch it on anyway. There we go. Do that. I think this might be just slightly too modern for not paint assets. This might just be slightly too modern for what we have. Just thinking about it, but I'm not sure. So this is the entire goods setup. Do we need gasometers for all of these? Is that a... do we not call them gasometers? Also, I've just noticed something. No, it is called a gasometer. Make a small one, I suppose. This one is a smaller gasometer, and it sits right on right over here. There we go. There we are. There's our gasometer. And that's our new cargo depot. I think that looks fairly reasonable overall. Perhaps I can do a little bit of detailing, but just to get it working, I think that is more than reasonable. Now, this is where I'm going to try the little trick. I say a trick, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but since I have this platform open like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable this line to take 1, 2, 3, however many platforms it needs. Oh, sorry, up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, however many platforms it needs. And then I'm going to try to get the same line running to Ely and to Macclesfield and to Carnforth and hopefully to Bracknell. That is what I want to try. And the reason for that is because I can then add different types of trains or slightly different configurations of trains to this one line and have these different configurations of trains running to the different stations. So you are not going to get the exact same train every single time at one station. On top of that, it should, in theory, increase the frequency for this. And I think in increasing the frequency, I will avoid the problem that I've run into with the express service. So I have a higher frequency and more stations, and it should, in theory, work. But I am going to have to plan this pretty carefully, because if I do not, it is not going to do the trick. So let's go ahead and add 4 of those on this, and then 1, 2, 3 of those. A couple of tank cars. No, not a couple of tank cars. Some random ones of these. Clean ones, actually. There we go. That 103 yards. We still have some space. A couple of those. And then can I fit another couple of hoppers? And let's go for a V1 goods wagon to finish it off. Okay, so that is another train that we now have. So before I do this, I'm going to not do that. Before I do this, I'm going to click on this and manage line. Now, this one is platform 4. I need to change the name of the station. What should this station be? I forgot what I've called the other one. What have I called this? West Mersey Marshalling Long. I should call this one West Mersey. I should call this one West Mersey Marshalling Short. How long is this one? That's okay. So West Mersey Marshalling Short Centre. West Mersey Marshalling Short Centre. There we go. So that is the long one. That short centre. We can then have short east and short west. So that gives me all the options. Yes. Right. So I will say that after this, you're coming back here Yes, I know you're a little bit confused at the moment. Do not worry. And then you are going up to Macclesfield. Okay, and then you are going back here. Right. Let's try to figure this one out now. So we're starting Ely. We pop over here. We then... Oh, right. Bother. Let's do that. And let me delete the Ely bit. Should I delete the Ely bit? Hang on, I'm working on it. There, that streamlines that. Now, so I have platform 2 for this. I can probably grab any platform. And similarly for this, just grab any platform because we are going out on the same route. And then for this, I also want either platform for that, and for you, you cannot take platform 1 because it isn't connected, but I can do that. Okay. Now, I need it to stay out of the express services way on the way to Macclesfield. So I need it to pass by. Now, I do not mind it passing by this, but I need to ensure that it will pass by, let's say this one, because this appears to... What runs on this line? Let's say you pass by that. There we go. Good. And on the return journey, you must pass by this. Stay out of the way. There we go. Okay. This looks positive. Then this is going to go through all of this. Through this now. I said I wanted to make use of the express service, but I do not want it to run all the way down here. So how am I going to do this? So I said I want it to run... Oops, not that. After this, I want it to run through that. This needs to have a slip. There we go. So that pops in there. This bit is... Again, this bit is going to need something else too. Okay. So get rid of that. Tracks. There we are. Can I tighten that up? I'll try and make that... No. I'm going to make that a little bit longer so that I can have a decent slip there. Okay. Back to this line. I want you to run past... On the way, I want you to run past this. However, you are not to stay on this. Oh no, actually you could stay on this. No, you are not to stay on this for the exit. That is where things must change. So you can jump past, and then there needs to be this. Okay, good. Manage line. So you'll pass that. After that, you must pass this signal. So that will jump you back over, keeping you nicely out of the way of the express train, but allowing you to overtake any train stuck in this platform. Similarly, can I do something with this? So you come along here, come along here. There's a signal there. Could I pack these a little tighter? Not sure. That is something I need to consider. But now that I have that, there is something else I need to do. Over here, I need to tell it. So, Early North. That is it. So I'm going to actually rename this to Early Goods Yard. There we go. You are not loading anything here. Okay, is there a way to... No. You are not to load anything. This is unload only. Similarly here it should be no unloading. But you are stopping. You're going to stay here for 3 minutes at minimum. So that gives it a bit more of an equal distance, because I think it takes 3 or 4 minutes to get to Macclesfield. In fact, let's have you stop here for 4 minutes. There we go. So there will be a train just sitting here for 4 minutes. We'll sort out what needs to happen there in the future. And now we go ahead and release that train. And see if this works. Anything else that needs to be done? I've just realised signalling. There are no signals here. So whilst those trains are doing what they need to do, let's go ahead and pop a couple of signals up. Okay, hang on. Pause this. Yes, I know. I need the signal in first so that... There we go. So that I have an idea of where I can build. There. Sorted. Also change this to 10 mile per hour tracks. Even better. Okay. This is all really starting to take shape. And that just looks like yet another goods yard. It isn't perfect, certainly not, but look, we now have another goods yard here. And it does sit fairly decently in amongst the realism. So that is positive. So, time for a quick check to make sure this all works. Of course, this isn't going to work just yet because we need to figure out where the fuel needs to go. Where does the fuel need to go? Fuel needs to go all the way across here. We need, therefore, I need to put an autosave in. That's a 40-minute marker or something. I need to put one of these. Let's place it... No, not there. Different road. Pick a different road. I want to keep it out of the way of the buses, because otherwise that could be a problem. Come on. There we are. Okay. I actually think I'm going to have to do 2 here, so I'm actually going to place another one just here, just because there is a lot going on here. And I still need to work out how to use the mail cargo. I don't know. There must be a way of doing it. Maybe I have to have something that can pick up mail. Like a, what do you call this? Like a proper cargo station. What do they call it? Do they just call it cargo stations? Yeah, so instead of just a stopping point, I need an actual station that can pick up the mail and then ship it to the passenger, because it's the passenger line that needs to pick up the mail. But then how do I tell it to pick up the mail if it's a passenger line? No idea. No idea whatsoever. Right. New route. From here to here to here. And back. Ooh. This is going to start getting busy. It's purple. FRRD. Macclesfield. Goods. Okay, good. And where is... Here it is. Test. So first I need to test this by 1. Send it out and check which side does it decide to... Okay. It has decided to come out onto the right side of the road. So we'll buy that many. Wrong purple. And send them out on the way. That one apparently wasn't going to get painted. This purple is a little garish. This isn't ghastly. There we are. This looks alright. And then what do? I could put a little wall here or a fence, put some wagons here, and that is it is a small, this is literally a small goods yard. So that is a small goods yard. This is a larger goods yard, which I could very much increase to be about another 4 or 5 platforms, should I need to. And that's everything all in all is going to work fairly well. This one is just sitting there waiting, which isn't a problem. Yes, this is all positive. Good. I think that is where I'm going to end this video. Oh dear. Now there is 400 coal waiting. Where is the cargo? Where are you headed? Apparently you're headed to Early Goods Yard. Okay. If you're headed to Early Goods Yard, you just go. I'm just going to get you out of the way. So I may have to do a little bit of tinkering here. Just a little bit to figure a few things out. But overall, this should be all right. Can I paint all of this with ballast now? Kind of looks better, right? I think it looks better with ballast. A little bit more plain, I'll give you that, but it does look better. There we are. So I think that is perhaps the better option, all in all. Put some trees here. Just clump of trees. Yes, I should probably do that. There we are. Who are you waiting for? Oh, no, wait. You should be fine. Who exactly are you waiting for? Are you waiting for this train to cross? That is potentially it. No, there's another train coming in. That is who you're probably waiting for. After that, you will be free to go. Right? Left. Who are you waiting for now? Oh, is it because these trains are stopped at the platform? Right. So there is... Right, therein lies a problem. Yes, therein lies a problem. Because we have trains that are stopping at these platforms and there is no through track, these trains will wait. Okay. What I should probably make them do then is wait over here as opposed to... Okay. Well, this is going to take a little bit of fine-tuning, a little bit of tweaking, but I do think I can make this work. See, the problem is, because I cannot give it waypoints to go through, I cannot tell it that, hey look, if this platform is busy, just go down this one. That is the downside of Transport Fever 2. That is, I think, the biggest downside is the way the signalling works. That honestly is the biggest downside. Yes, you are now going to be waiting as well, and now we have two trains waiting to get out of here. So apparently we have I'm not sure why those trains were stopped there for that long, though. And now that is going to go into that platform and we are just going to be stuck. Right. Well, I'm going to let this play. So there is a perhaps problem. It's already all come undone and fallen apart. So there is perhaps another problem with this that I need to look into and see if I can work my way around. But for now, I think that I now have two good stations, and I should be able to make use of them, hopefully, at some point, if the traffic actually moves along. So if this is positive, what I will then do is work on the next good station, and then Bracknell. In fact, why don't I take a quick look at how possible this might be? So what I would want to do is bring this across. No, I wouldn't need to bring this across. It would just come in up here and bring this over like that. Okay, and if I were to actually put this in, so 250 meters, will it fit? Yes, it is. This isn't the... Well, I say it isn't the best, but this is why I'm using this, because I can then literally curve it, and that will just help me. That just helps so much. The fact that I can do that and then let it connect is extremely, extremely useful. So I will look into perhaps getting Bracknell's up, which would then mean shutting this one down in lieu of a proper one, and making use of a loss of this track, which is no longer used, and then shutting down this track, and also I would shut down all of this track, so all of this will just be deleted, neatening this up far more than it currently is. Although this bit still looks, I still think this bit looks quite good. Is this even being used? There are no trains at Bracknell. I've done all of this and there are no trains. Where are the trains? Oh, here's one. There's one. There's two. There's three. Oh. Well, that train's gone. There it is. It's on its way. It's getting out of here. I also have realised that because of... okay. There could be some issues here. Just with how much cargo each... yeah, how much cargo each platform can hold. There may be some issues. Is there any way for me to increase? I'll have to look at trying to figure out how to sort that out. But for now, I am going to end this video. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'm going to turn this one around as well, by the way. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Make sure you get over to the right side. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think, any suggestions you might have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. Well, at least I know that this works properly. I know that my approach works properly because this train has just managed to get from the farmost track and it is making its way all the way back in and over, and it will get right over to that. Now if only, hang on. Now if only the signalling worked the way I want it to work, then it would all be really quite good. I'll have to try and figure out a better picture of that at some later point. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series, where... this is not a platform I want it to use. I need to... ignore this. That was platform the what? 5. Platform 5 is off limits. There we go. Platform 5 is off limits. That is all from me. This is carrying... Why did you not pick anything up? Hang on, what? Go pick things up. Via Macclesfield Cargo, nothing. Okay, I need to figure out what exactly is going on there too. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Why is it trying to do this? Nothing can be picked up from this yard. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'll see you next time.